Hey everyone, and welcome to a new series on a subject near and dear to my heart. Economics. Now, before you click away thinking economics, that's all just graphs and numbers, hear me out. Because economics isn't just about money, it's about people, it's about how we make decisions, how those decisions interact, and how they shape the world around us. Over the course of 8 videos, we're going to explore why understanding basic economic principles is crucial for everyone, regardless of your background or career aspirations. We'll delve into topics like unintended consequences, the role of incentives, the power of markets, and why even the word free can be deceiving. Get ready to have your assumptions challenged, your perspectives broadened, and your mind blown. Because by the end of this series, you'll see the world through a whole new lens, an economic lens. And trust me, it's far more fascinating than you might think. Let's kick things off with a seemingly simple question. Do good intentions always lead to good results? In a perfect world, maybe. But in the real world, where resources are scarce and people respond to incentives, things get a lot more complicated. Think about centrally planned economies, where governments try to dictate production and distribution with the goal of equality and fairness. Sounds good in theory, right? But in practice, these systems often lead to shortages, inefficiency, and even black markets. Why? Because they fail to account for the dynamism of individual choices and the power of market forces. On the other hand, market economies, while often perceived as more chaotic, can actually be incredibly efficient at allocating resources and creating wealth. This isn't because they're inherently more moral, or because everyone involved is inherently good. It's because they tap into the self-interest of individuals, guiding their decisions through prices and competition. Now, this isn't to say that market economies are perfect. They can suffer from inequality, environmental degradation, and other issues. But the key takeaway here is that even well-intentioned policies, if not carefully considered through an economic lens, can have unintended consequences that do more harm than good. Understanding these unintended consequences is crucial for anyone who wants to make a positive impact on the world, because sometimes the road to hell is paved with good intentions, and a little economic thinking can help us find a better path. We often talk about societies, governments, or corporations making decisions, but here's a fundamental truth. Decisions are ultimately made by individuals. This might seem obvious, but it's a principle with profound implications. As the economist Thomas Sowell famously said, there are no solutions, only trade-offs. Every decision, whether made by an individual, a family, or a government, involves choosing one option over others, each with its own costs and benefits. When decisions are made collectively, whether through voting, committees, or bureaucratic processes, we often lose sight of this individual perspective. We start thinking in terms of the greater good or the will of the people, without acknowledging that these concepts are aggregates of individual preferences which are often diverse and conflicting. This collective decision-making process can lead to inefficiencies and even corruption. When individuals aren't directly accountable for the costs and benefits of their decisions, they're more likely to make choices that benefit themselves or their special interest groups at the expense of others. This isn't to say that collective action is always bad. There are certainly times when it's necessary and beneficial, but we need to be aware of the potential pitfalls and design systems that encourage individual responsibility and accountability, even within larger groups. We all love free stuff, right? But as the economist Milton Friedman famously said, there's no such thing as a free lunch. Every free offer, whether it's a government program, a product promotion, or even a seemingly altruistic gesture, comes with a cost. Someone, somewhere has to pay for it. The problem is these costs are often hidden or disguised. When the government provides free healthcare, it's funded by taxpayers, many of whom may never use the program or would prefer to allocate their resources differently. When a company offers a free product, it's often using it as a loss leader to attract customers who will then buy other, more profitable items. Understanding the true cost of free offerings requires us to think critically and engage in cost-benefit analysis. We need to ask ourselves, Who's actually paying for this? What are the opportunity costs? Are there more efficient ways to achieve the desired outcome? By recognizing that free is often a misleading label, we can make more informed decisions about how we spend our money, our time, and our attention. Because sometimes the most expensive things in life are the ones that seem free. Chapter 4. Wealth comes from market exchange. So, where does wealth come from? It's a fundamental question in economics, and honestly, one that's often misunderstood. We tend to think of wealth as a fixed pie, where if one person has more, it means someone else has less. But in reality, wealth is created through voluntary exchange. Think about it. When you buy a cup of coffee, you're engaging in a mutually beneficial transaction. You value the coffee more than the money you're spending, and the coffee shop values your money more than the coffee. Both parties walk away feeling like they've gained something of value. This simple act of exchange, multiplied millions of times over in a market economy, is what drives economic growth and improves living standards. It creates interdependence, encourages specialization, and allows us to leverage our individual skills and resources to create something greater than the sum of its parts. Consider the price differences you see in various settings. A bottle of water might cost $1 at a convenience store, but $5 at a concert venue. This isn't price gouging, it's simply a reflection of supply and demand. The value of the water hasn't changed, but the context in which it's being exchanged has. Understanding how market exchange creates wealth is crucial for appreciating the benefits of a free and open economy. Because when people are free to trade with each other, they create value, not just for themselves, but for everyone involved. Chapter 5. Division of labor drives progress. Imagine a world where everyone had to be self-sufficient, producing all their own food, clothing, and shelter. It would be a world of limited progress and innovation. Fortunately, we live in a world where we can specialize in our skills and trade with others for everything else we need. This is the power of the division of labor. As Adam Smith famously observed in The Wealth of Nations, the division of labor allows individuals to become incredibly proficient at specific tasks, leading to massive increases in productivity. This specialization, coupled with voluntary exchange, is what allows us to enjoy the incredible abundance and variety of goods and services we have today. Think about the complex process of manufacturing a smartphone. It involves thousands of people, each with specialized skills, working together in a coordinated effort. From mining the raw materials to designing the software, no single person could accomplish this feat alone. The economic reforms in China provide a compelling example of the power of the division of labor. By transitioning from a centrally planned economy to a more market-oriented system, China unleashed the productive capacity of its people, leading to unprecedented economic growth and lifting millions out of poverty. Understanding the benefits of specialization and division of labor is crucial for appreciating the interconnectedness of the global economy. It's a reminder that we're all part of a vast web of cooperation, each contributing our unique skills and talents to create a more prosperous world. Competition often gets a bad rap. We're taught to see it as a zero-sum game, where one person's gain is another's loss. But in the context of a free market, competition is the engine that drives innovation, efficiency, and ultimately benefits both workers and consumers. When businesses are free to compete on a level playing field, they're incentivized to constantly improve their products, lower their prices, and provide better customer service. This benefits consumers who enjoy a wider selection of higher quality goods and services at more affordable prices. But competition doesn't just benefit consumers, it also benefits workers. When businesses are forced to compete for talent, they have to offer higher wages, better benefits, and more opportunities for advancement. This creates a more dynamic and rewarding labor market for everyone. Moreover, free competition helps to reduce favoritism and corruption. When governments try to pick winners and losers in the market, they often end up favoring special interests and cronies. But when the market is allowed to function freely, the best ideas and businesses tend to rise to the top, regardless of who they know. Of course, not all competition is created equal. We need to ensure that markets are fair and transparent, with clear rules and regulations that prevent monopolies and other anti-competitive practices. But when done right, free competition is a powerful force for good in the world. We often place a lot of faith in morality as the guiding principle for a just and prosperous society, but in larger, more complex societies, relying solely on individual morality can be unreliable and inefficient. That's where institutions come in. Institutions in this context refer to the formal and informal rules, norms, and organizations that govern human behavior. They provide a framework for cooperation, coordination, and conflict resolution, allowing us to interact with each other in a predictable and productive manner. Think about the difference between a small family business and a large corporation. In a family business, trust and personal relationships might be enough to ensure fairness and efficiency. But in a corporation with thousands of employees, you need clear rules, contracts, and enforcement mechanisms to prevent chaos and abuse. This isn't to say that morality is unimportant. It still plays a crucial role in shaping our values and guiding our individual actions. But in larger societies, institutions are essential for creating a level playing field, protecting individual rights, and ensuring that the pursuit of self-interest doesn't come at the expense of the common good. From property rights and contract enforcement to regulatory agencies and democratic processes, institutions provide the framework for a functioning society. Understanding their importance is crucial for anyone who wants to make a positive impact on the world. We often view uncertainty as something to be feared, a threat to our well-being and prosperity. But in the realm of economics, uncertainty is the fertile ground from which opportunity springs. As the economist Friedrich Hayek famously argued, the market process is a discovery process. It's through the constant experimentation and adaptation of entrepreneurs that new knowledge is created, new products are developed, and new ways of doing things are discovered. If everything were certain and predictable, there would be no room for innovation or profit. It's precisely because we don't have all the answers, because the future is uncertain, that entrepreneurs are incentivized to take risks, explore new possibilities, and push the boundaries of what's possible. The Chinese economist Zhang Weiying echoes this sentiment, arguing that it's impossible to plan for innovation because innovation by its very nature is unpredictable. It emerges from the bottom up, from the countless interactions and experiments of individuals operating within a framework of freedom and competition. Embracing uncertainty doesn't mean acting recklessly or throwing caution to the wind. It means recognizing that the future is not predetermined and that by embracing the unknown, by being open to new possibilities, we create the conditions for progress and prosperity. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you next time.